WSME, Camp Lejeune, W246CJ, Jacksonville.
Fox News, I'm Lillian Wu. President Biden taking aim at gun control with an executive order which looks to, among other things, increase the number of background checks, also promote more secure firearms storage. The order expected to be signed today in Monterey Park, California, where a mass shooting took place in January. The stop part of his West Coast visit, which started with high-level meetings Monday.
The President and UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak stood alongside Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese at a San Diego naval station to announce the next step in the AUKUS partnership, new nuclear-propelled submarines that the President says will usher in an era of cooperation.
Fox's Gernal Scott, and Purina is expanding its recall of some lots of a prescription dog food because of potentially elevated levels of vitamin D. America's listening to Fox News.
Freedom 97.1, WSME.
Live and local. Real talk starts now.
And right now is a Tuesday. Yeah, got it right again. Yeah,
Turn my mic on. What are you turning my mic off for? Do we need to fight?
No.
You did it on purpose.
I want to see
didn't you?
y'all fight.
Seems like I remember hearing that not long ago somewhere else.
Right up front, they're getting bombarded here this morning. And how you feeling too good?
I know. We're monitoring
Well,
you.
a couple
We're
of big
watching.
things happened since yesterday, over the weekend, I guess, and
Yes.
yesterday too.
What?
Well, we got now former school board chairman, Bill and
Oh,
Yes.
I didn't
He's
even
still
know
on the
that.
board.
What?
He's still on the board.
He's still on the board, but he chose
stepped down this
before a
year?
meeting. Yeah, before a meeting that was scheduled to be held to attempt to remove
Wednesday.
him.
Remove
Yeah.
him, yeah.
Well, that's probably a smart move for him.
It is.
I hate to see all this happen, but
And
Same.
Bill's a nice guy. Bill
Oh,
is
he's a
really
great guy.
good
He is.
guy.
Mhm.
I think he just got caught up in some stuff, and I don't know how much of it had anything to do with other individuals on or off the board. You never know.
True.
I have no
True.
idea.
So who knows?
Well, hopefully the school board can mend and they can get back to business.
Yeah. Well, first order of business is to pick a chair.
That's right.
They're
So,
going to do that Wednesday, I think,
I
right?
guess.
I'm assuming they would have to still meet
Yes.
to do that. Okay.
Ken Reddick, who's the vice chair,
Mhm.
excuse me, will be acting chair for the meeting, and then the group will decide on who's going to be the chair. So,
Okay.
What are the chances?
Of
Well, either Reddick or Ms. Oakley. They've been there longest, right?
yeah.
right.
Okay.
I definitely think it should be one of them because they've been there. I don't think any of the newcomers
They don't know enough
should.
yet.
Agreed.
They-
I don't
it's
think.
not that they're dumb. They just
No, I just
have
think
the experience.
I think when you're chairing a board like that, it should never be a newcomer.
No.
That's
Well, I
just my
will
opinion.
say, Ken's got the experience in the educational
He
field.
does.
So does Albert Garvey. Of course, Albert's new to the board too.
Mm-hmm.
And Albert and Lewis weren't elected to the board. They were appointed to the board to
Mhm.
fill vacancies. So there's that. Not that that should make a difference, but
Yeah, once
they're
you're
new.
sworn,
They're
you're-
new,
yeah.
right? And Melissa, I will say this about her. If there's anything in question, she goes and researches it. She can tell you
She
about
does.
school policy, everything. So she's very well versed in the field, being on the Board of Education. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens.
It will be. It'll be politically challenging.
I just
let's
want,
put
I
it
just
that
want
way.
everybody just get along, especially when you're out there in public.
Okay, and Miss America, we're gonna have world peace.
World peace.
Well, that you'll never have world peace.
Mhm.
But I just think that they need to get back so they can get these policies. Some of them that haven't been updated in 20 years redone.
Yes,
They clearly,
definitely.
according to like what Marissa Weber brought up, that we need an EC director. There's a lot of things need to be done. I think the substance abuse policy needs to be updated. Bottom
Right.
line.
Well, I know they worked on some policies not long ago, so maybe they can just reassign these committees and get in there and get the work done. So hopefully Onslow County be out of the news for a while.
Okay, Chris. Good morning. How are you, sir?
Good morning, Rayford and ladies. How are y'all?
Morning,
Good.
Chris.
How are you?
We're doing well, sir. Thank you.
I'm doing it. Any better, there'd be two of me. The world's ready for that. But just on your conversation, good conversation to start with, by the way, Rayford and
Thank you.
ladies. But I got to tell you, with a lot of thought, after all those 10 school system stuff, Melissa lead this thing. Very good at research. Very, very good at things. She only lost to Ken by 168 votes when they ran in 2020.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think, based on the last 2 months' action, she stood up to Bill when Bill needed to be stood up again. Nothing against Ken person, but that's the type of person you need. And also a difference is when the residents were trying to speak, Melissa defended them.
Yeah.
And kept trying to tell Bill, let him speak, let him speak, let him speak. But Ken just kind of sat back, and I know sometimes it's good to sit back, but these cases, it took somebody to go forward, and I think that's why, if I had a chance, if I had to sit on that board and vote, I'd say Melissa to be elected as the chair, and then for the next election, let things go as they may, so they're staggered terms.
I'm with you. I think Melissa would make a good one. I definitely think she would. I agree with you 100%. She got up there and she did. She did what she thought was right, and so I'm with you. I agree with you 100%.
Well, another factor she has in her favor is she does have children in the school system.
Yep.
And she's a very bright young lady.
Yes, she is.
And what really impressed me when Bill was using the term that I think we all agree he should never use, the military term, stand down.
Yep.
She basically told him, stand down, I'll stand up and walk out of here right now.
Mhm.
I mean,
She did too.
She wasn't messing that night. And she did when recess was called. She was the first one to walk out. And I just got to say, for anybody that cares what Chris thinks, I think Melissa would make a great chairperson.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. I think she would
Well,
too.
she'll
She
stand up
does.
for what
She
she
would,
believes
yep.
in, for sure.
She will do what's right.
Yep, and she'll let the residents speak. I got a feeling she can handle a meeting pretty well.
Yeah, I think
and
she
everything
could.
that goes with it.
Hey, she's been to enough GOP meetings with all the craziness, so I think she can handle a Board of Education
There
meeting.
you go, Lee. Okay, well, you folks have a great day.
Interesting thing, 13 hours ago, Mike Lazara posted on our Facebook page too. Breaking, he said, I just got off the phone with North Carolina High School Athletic Association leadership as they have decided to reverse their previous decision and allow Onslow County Schools scholar athlete Caitlin Gorino to play soccer this season.
Awesome.
Hallelujah.
Mhm.
Thank you, Senator.
That should be, thank you, Senator Lazar. I
Yep.
mean, that should have been done.
Yep.
This should have never even had been a conversation.
Nope.
Absolutely. And you know what? Kudos out to our senator, because I'm going to tell you what, since he's been doing that job, that man has worked himself crazy looking out for all of us.
You know, I said, and of course I've known Harry Brown for quite a while, and I think he was
Excellent
a
senator.
great senator.
Oh, I do too.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
Superb senator. Look what he did for Onslow County, Jones County.
Oh, yes.
And whatever. And then,
Well, we knew those were going to be hard shoes to fill.
and he actually endorsed Senator
He
Lazaro,
did,
or
yeah.
Mr. Lazaro then to be senator.
Mhm.
So, he kind of handpicked the right person.
Right.
And since Michael was not let me down, and I'm sure he has not let Harry down.
No.
So
I know Harry's got to be proud to have someone succeed him and fill his shoes so well.
And I hope the state, the General Assembly is working on some kind of verbiage so that this doesn't happen again to any other high school athlete that is taking, classes, AP classes, which are harder than standard classes. This should have never happened.
Nope, should not.
And I take exception to the NC High School Athletic Association anyway. I think some of these they've got on power trips. They've done
They
things in the
have.
past have just been a little bit
Yeah.
ridiculous. And I think the rules need to be revamped somehow. I mean, they need to be reined in a little bit
So
personally.
this is probably a situation that maybe has never occurred before.
I guarantee it has. And no one challenged it. Guarantee.
But congratulations, Caitlin.
Yeah, good for her. She
Yeah,
should have been
we're
allowed to
proud
play.
of you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good things are going to be coming out of this young lady.
And I hope that
Yes.
this turns around the rules, because I will guarantee you, Lee, this isn't the first time it's happened. Just, Onslow County said, oh, no, and took somebody standing up and making a big fuss about it to get things done, something
See,
done.
there are good things that come out of Onslow County.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Very good
Oh, yeah.
things.
Okay, for you folks, particularly in the Richlands area, there's a gentleman who's missing.
Yeah,
Lee,
Yes.
Lee posted that, did you? Or
Mhm.
was it
Yes, I
Kelly?
Lee,
did.
it was Lee. I
Mr.
hadn't been on the internet,
Sparks.
yeah.
Keep an eye out for this gentleman. He's 61 years old, 5 feet 9 inches tall, blue eyes. It says he has blonde hair, but the picture I see, there's not a lot of hair there.
Mhm,
But
mhm.
I'm not going to go there because
Mhm.
I can't afford to go there. Mr. Sparks is missing from his sister's
Yes.
residence. He shared it with her in the town of Richlands. He was seen in the area of Dempsey's on Highway 111 on Saturday, this past Saturday, about 2:30 in the afternoon. He has not been seen since. He's known to frequent the Catherine Lake area. So, any of y'all know who he is? Somebody may just have been putting him up, or somebody in the neighborhood might know him, and they just kind of hanging out or whatever. Contact 911, or you can call the sheriff's office direct at 910-455-9119, or the Richlands Police Department 910-324-5777.
Is he on foot? Is he in a car? Do we know?
That's all the information that
Okay.
was put out.
Okay.
Well, we pray for his safe
Yeah,
return.
definitely. And it was cold last night.
Yeah, it
too,
was
so-
down to 38 degrees. This house
Mhm.
over the past few weeks, that's freezing.
Yeah. Oh,
Well,
yeah.
we're
it
not
is.
letting Kelly do that.
Y'all don't want me to do it.
Because it's going to be cold
It's going to
again.
be cold out.
She's gonna,
And then Saturday
see,
Saturday's weather's changed. And
see,
not a good forecast now for
No.
Saturday. Very annoying.
you're restricted.
Very annoying. Yep.
Okay, what else?
Well, I got something.
Okay.
Took place in Lexington, which is up near, kind of by my neck of the woods.
Uh-huh.
Law enforcement have rescued a 13-year-old girl from a locked shed.
Oh,
She
really?
was federal authorities. She was abducted from Dallas, Texas, and she was in a locked shed. And a man, Jorge Camacho, he's 34, used social media to lure her from his home to his car, and then he snatched her, brought her back here, and the people's cameras is how law enforcement got the vehicle, and within 10 minutes of getting a tip, they identified him, and they found her in the shed, and he was booked in Davidson County Saturday on multiple offenses: rape, child abduction, and human trafficking.
How old was she?
13, 12, 13, and he's being held on $1.2 million bail. And law enforcement, the sheriff there is saying, they were very happy they were able to find that girl, and they were urging, and he urges parents. This is what I tell people all the time: monitor your children's social media. And because social media is how this guy found her and lured her. Yep. And it happens way more than you think. And they were just lucky that they found her. I mean, thankfully, we do live in an era where more and more people have cameras, but still, parents, you're a parent. Don't try to be your kid's friend. You're their parent, and it's your job to check their social media. Kids are savvy. They know more about social media a lot of times than you do. Make them show you, and make them, or you know what, better yet, go take a class. Coastal offers all kinds of computer classes. Get an older teen or a young adult to teach you so you can monitor, because these pedophiles and human traffickers are getting more and more and more savvy on tricks of the trade. And, it could be a simple thing as when you've got a young child, these young kids play video games online, which I don't recommend, but a lot of kids do it. Kids as young as 7 or 8 are doing it. Make rules where the kid can't they don't use their real name. And Lord have mercy, parents, stop buying your younger kids, clothes with their names on it. I mean,
why don't you just put their telephone number on it too?
Lord, I just had to talk to a parent about this yesterday. Do not buy your child, your younger child especially, and I'm talking 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-year-old stuff with their names on it, because if they're at the mall or at wherever, a restaurant, or walking home from
Somebody
school,
could just chat
see
them
the
up
name, and they'll be like, "Hey, I'm your hey Kelly, I'm your mom's friend. She told me to come pick you up." And believe it or not, some kids actually really will go.
I'm gonna tell
Yeah.
you. Let me tell you about kids.
Hmm.
Now, back in the days of WECT, I decided that it would be time, based upon law enforcement experience, plus one of the cops there in Carolina Beach,
Hmm.
to get some willing parents and to go to one of the area schools that had a playground
Okay.
after hours.
Hmm.
Did it with the permission of the school system. We had 2 hidden cameras in the woods adjoining this
Mhm.
place. And this guy he was a drug agent, so he looked the part.
Yeah.
He comes and he parks right where we were,
Hmm.
and he set up to go out there. And as soon as the parents, who are all with the kids,
Yeah.
as soon as all of the parents get word, we tipped them.
Hmm.
They saw him come out of the woods. They all went into the school. They had left
Mhm.
the school open for them.
Hmm.
You know, all but one of those kids came to his car
Hmm.
to get some candy.
Yes, I
Every
totally
one of
believe
them
that. Yep.
except one.
Hmm.
And she went screaming into the school system, which was pretty cool.
That would have been me at that age. But yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, yes, all they got to do is have a little bit of information, a little bit of intent. That's we really rudely awakened the community with that report.
Well, you know what? You want to get real eye-opening, Rayford?
Mhm.
Go to a park on a weekend. Look at how many parents are on their phones and are
yes.
not paying attention to their kids.
Oh yes.
They're sitting on the bench. They are scrolling like their phones are about to be shut off. I mean, y'all got to put these phones down, pay attention to your children.
Mhm.
You know, whether it's grandparents, babysitters, whoever, it does not take 5 hours to snatch a child.
No,
It literally
it doesn't.
takes 10 seconds, literally 10 seconds.
And they don't
Yeah.
snatch them; they just walk off
Mhm,
with them. They hand in hand sometimes, as one of the little girls did with this guy.
Yeah.
Really?
It's very scary. And you know, don't ever say not my child.
Oh, all of those parents.
My
did-
kid
we
will
did we
never
did
go.
3 interviews with them. Okay,
Mhm.
without the kids around. All of them said that kid would never do that. They've been taught better.
Yeah,
Only one was
Yeah.
right.
that's right.
I bet these parents were horrified.
They
Yeah.
were.
Yeah.
The post interviews
Mhm.
were the ones that were really telling. It was like, holy mackerel, did you do that?
Yeah,
I said, you can't get mad at the kid.
we used to.
No, you cannot get mad at the kid. They're just being children.
Yeah.
Now, I would have been that one kid because when I was about 4, you remember Zayre's department store?
Mhm.
You remember them? My dad left me on a different aisle. He just either I was probably not. I don't know because I never strayed far from my parents. But anyway, some guy tried to snatch me. You know,
Really?
yeah.
Did you kick him in the shins?
I yelled. And then from that point on, I was so clingy to my parents for years, but that scared me.
I would
Yeah,
imagine.
I mean, so trust me, I would have been that one
So
kid.
right after that's when you got your first knife, right?
Right, yeah, pretty much, and kept it in my little waistband. Yeah,
Okay, we'll take a break. When we come back after weather,
Mhm.
there's some. If you're from Wisconsin or you like to look at coins, there's a way you might be able to make some money
coins.
off of a particular quarter.
Uh-oh. Do tell.
Yeah, what?
There are mistakes on this quarter, but not every one of them.
Where's my coin?
I just gave Rob a whole handful of coins this weekend out of my purse. Maybe I shouldn't have done that.
He's gonna be rich, maybe.
Robin, you better go check that money I handed you.
But anyway, I tell you about that. I used to collect coins when I was a kid, so I see the stories like this, and I said,
You piqued my interest on this,
I will
Rayford.
keep
Yes.
going. You're live to local
Check 'em
Real
out.
Talk, Freedom 97.1, 1120 a.m. WSME, and we'll be right back.
Welcome to Allstate, where you can save just by being you. DriveWise in the Allstate mobile app gives you personalized driving feedback, and by adding it to your policy, you can save for driving safe just by being yourself. Allstate. Here, better protection costs a whole lot less. You're in good hands at Allstate. Click, call, or visit allstate.com to save today.
Not available in every state. Savings based on DriveWise and other safe driving discounts. Savings vary. Subject to terms and conditions. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
This is a metaphor for your business's journey. Sometimes it feels like you're going 100 miles an hour, barely keeping up. But to cruise through challenges, you need someone who's right there with you. That's what Dell Technologies advisors do. They have the Windows PCs and tech advice you need to get past whatever's in front of you and get where you want to go. Call an advisor today at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL. A start to a simpler experience with Windows 11 Pro.
A plan every adult family member should consider is the pre-arranged funeral. It's the worry-saving thing to do for your family. Making pre-arrangements helps to alleviate the additional stress on family members that can come with arranging a loved one's funeral. Jones Funeral Home's prepaid funeral plan helps remove confusion. They make a practical evaluation of costs possible, and it's the best way to take an unpleasant task off the shoulders of the family. Call Jones Funeral Home at 455-1281.
With locations in Jacksonville, Richland, Swansboro, and Holly Ridge.
Sneeze Ferry LP Gas, 777 Highway 210 Sneeze Ferry takes this time to thank those that serve for our most prized possession, our freedom. Sneeze Ferry LP Gas offers complete LP gas service for both residential and commercial needs. They feature gas fireplaces, heating appliances, gas accessories, gas water heaters, routed deliveries, budget payment plans available, and grill cylinder refills. Sneeze Ferry LP Gas sells and provides service for Renai and Navion tankless water heaters. For all your residential and commercial LP gas sales and service needs, and for comfort and convenience, call Sneeze Ferry LP Gas, 910-327-2541. That's 910-327-2541. Once again, Sneeze Ferry LP Gas salutes those that serve us.
Angry Ginger Irish Pub St. Patrick's Day weekend celebration is almost here. This Friday, March 17th, inside the pub, check out live music from Paradise Pints from 5 to 8 p.m. And don't miss DJ Donna and the Sham Rock and Roll Karaoke Contest semifinals at 10 p.m. Outside of Garden Pavilion, listen to Matt Boland from 5 to 8 p.m. and Freeway 9 to 12 midnight, Saturday, March 18th in the Garden Pavilion. Come join in the fun with DJ Donna and the Sham Rock and Roll Karaoke Contest finals from 4 to 7, and our headliners, Tan and Sober Gentlemen, from 8 to 11 p.m. Back inside the pub is Big Sam from 11 to 2 a.m. This is the biggest St. Patrick's Day party in Jacksonville. Remember, the Garden Pavilion will be open every Friday and Saturday through the end of the year, opening at 5 p.m. Also available for private parties, weddings, and special events. The Angry Ginger Irish Pub, located at 1202 Gumbrush Road, Jacksonville. Call 910-333-9198. For a complete menu, catering, and more, hit up Angry Ginger online at angrygingeririshpub.com.
Have you gotten your copy of Topsail Times newspaper this week? If not, did you know that Topsail Times is Topsail area's only local newspaper in print? Started a little over a year ago, we now have over 1,500 online subscribers and 5,000 printed copies that go out every 2 weeks. And we never charge our readers. Information should be free to our readers, and we stick by that. Looking for an idea for date night? Want to learn some local history? How about asking a veterinarian about your pet? These things and more are available in each copy of the Topsail Times newspaper. Want to get the word out about your business? We offer great rates for full color ads, and the online paper version is always included for free. Need help designing the perfect ad? We can do that too. We're always looking for human interest stories, so start writing. And we love local photos too. Check out our website at topsailtimes.net, where you can find out where to pick up a copy or check out our latest publication online.
It's live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
And thanks to the Topsail Times and Dorothy and Company for partnering with us. We got some stuff there. In fact, I have an article in the edition that is just being released for this week, and a photograph is about alligators in Onslow County, complete with a really cool picture, I think, of a gator. So anyway, check out the Topsail Times and stay tuned for even more. And if you're an advertiser and you're already advertising in the Topsail Times, you could get Dorothy, talk to her, and she'll get you signed up and get you on the air here as well, with kind of like a friendly situation going on. So she can handle it if you're in the Sneeze Ferry, Holly Ridge, and North Topsail, Surf City, those locations. So she does, that's her turf. Tideline Marine right here in Jacksonville is also a place you can pick up the hard copy of the Topsail Times each week. They've got them in a rack right there in front. So stop in and pick it up and let us know what you see. if you like it, and we'll be doing even more with them, I hope. So, Tideline Marine, 159 Old Bridge Street on the banks of the New River. Just one more reason to come on into the store because it's free. The newspaper is free.
Mhm.
Now, they got some lures there that are not free, but they're very reasonable and they're really pretty lures. The guy who made them, I saw him last Thursday, I guess it was when I was there. He stopped by and he does a great job. Beautiful lures. So you got some more he's going to be bringing in too. So, kind of hang around there. Keep coming back. If you don't see exactly what you want today, come on back tomorrow. You never can tell. There may be another shipment of stuff come in. George and Elise bought a bunch of stuff this winter, and it's coming in a little bit at a time, sometimes a lot at a time, and it has to be stocked on the shelves. So it's always good. Just come in and spend some quality time. 159 Old Bridge Street on the banks of the New River in downtown Jacksonville. High pressure builds in from the west through late week. The next cold front moves through Saturday. Gale warning in effect from this evening through late tonight. Northwesterly winds offshore today, 20 to 25 knots, seas 4 to 6, except 2 to 4 near shore. Dominant period 9 seconds. Sounds and rivers are rough, diminishing to choppy late this morning and afternoon. Northwesterly winds tomorrow, 20 to 30 knots, diminishing to 15 to 20 in the afternoon, 4 to 6 footers, dominant period 4 seconds. That means they're going to be really choppy, especially around the inlets.
Mhm.
Sounds and rivers will be rough again, diminishing to choppy in the afternoon. And on Thursday, northerly winds 10 to 15, becoming westerly 5 to 10 in the afternoon, 2 to 3 footers. Near shore seas around 2 feet in the morning, then 1 foot in the afternoon. I can handle that one. Sounds and rivers are only a moderate chop.
Well, today it'll be sunny, high of 54. Really, really gusty today with gusts almost 30 miles an hour. Tonight, clear. It's going to be cold, low of 30, still gusty. Tomorrow, sunny, high of 54, still gusty. Tomorrow night, clear, low of 28. Yikes, it gets worse.
It's going to get worse.
Lord. And then Thursday, it starts to attempt to warm up. Sunny, high of 65, and calm winds.
Yep. So
Finally.
Thursday's
I hope
looking
so.
more better.
Yeah.
Now, Angry Ginger, we heard that commercial a couple of minutes ago. And Howard, call back. You were called before the break, so give us a call back when you get a chance. The Angry Ginger, we will be live there on Friday the 17th, beginning at 4 o'clock.
Come see us.
Come see us. Stop by and say
Please.
howdy.
Howdy.
How do you
Yes.
say howdy in Irish?
I'm not going to say it. And I'm
You
very
don't
sad
how.
I'm going to miss this.
Well, you could be virtual.
I mean, I've got special needs dance
Yeah.
Friday night. So,
Okay.
yeah.
What time's your,
I have to be there at 5.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
And you have a
it's
lot
in-
of
it's in Holly
equipment, I
Ridge.
know.
Yeah. Yeah. I have to drag all that stuff
Oh,
out.
yes.
So, yeah, I'm going to miss it. It's too bad. It's going to be a good time at the
I
Ginger.
know.
It'll be
Our
very busy.
Irish lass is
Mhm.
not going to be
I
there.
know.
I-
The
I
Tan and
remember.
Sober Gentlemen are playing Friday night. I may have to swing by there after my special needs dance is over. If you guys have never seen the Tan and Sober Gentlemen,
Mhm.
you need to go watch them
Where do
perform.
the Irish come up with these cool names?
I don't know. They just
It's
have it.
there.
If you've never seen them perform,
Maybe
you
we
are
should get
in
our
for a
group
treat.
back together. It's been a long
I know,
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll be a big crowd there, but yeah, they're always play outside under the the pavilion area.
pavilion.
So it's rowdy. They are amazing. They are good. They put on a show. That guy has is it the cello? And he'll sit on it and play
Wow.
Oh,
and
really?
rock songs with it. This guy's awesome
Mm.
in his kilt and he's a hoot and
I
a
think
half.
Freeway's playing also.
They usually do indoors.
Yes.
On for
And that's our local group.
mhm. Tan and Sober are a show. They are a staple of the Angry Ginger. For,
Yes.
Oh
No, we'll have to talk about getting a group
St.
back
Patrick's
together.
Day.
It's been a very long time. We stopped going back
Mhm.
when COVID
COVID
broke
hit.
out.
Yeah, we had a group.
What
used
kind
to
of
meet.
group?
We had a group of friends.
A rowdy
that-
group.
and plus we were judging karaoke too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay. All right.
Yeah.
And that was not easy if you're sitting across from Robin now. I was like, quit looking at me.
What was his problem?
He don't have a poker face, Raven.
Because-
Robin would be. I would actually. I would play poker with Robin because he'd give his hand away every time. I have a poker
Sometimes-
face. He does not.
Sometimes there would be a singer that maybe
They were
wasn't
horrific, Raven.
quite as good as
Lee, you stop. They would suck. They would just.
And Robin would look at me and
Make
roll
a
his eyes,
face.
and I'm
And
trying
I'd kick
to.
both of them because they wouldn't know how to act.
I'm like,
Yeah.
quit looking at me
You're trying to
because
judge. You don't let nobody know they're terrible.
he's got the quarters out.
Yeah.
Has a few
Wait,
over
I do
here.
have a very quick question.
Okay.
Something you brought up about dominant period. Is there such a thing as a 1 to 2 second dominant period in the ocean? What would that be like?
A
Is that
hurricane.
okay? So I was just curious. I was wondering. Okay.
Hurricane.
You said 4 seconds was choppy, so I was
Yeah,
wondering.
it's pretty choppy.
So 1 to 2 was worse. Okay. I just was curious.
Who's going to measure those?
Not
during a
I've been there
hurricane?
off the coast of Ireland. I'm not ever doing that again. It
I
was
need some more quarters.
awful. Oh, let me check my purse. Hold on.
I don't know.
What I'm talking about, guys, is the 2004 Wisconsin state quarter. There's some of them that could be worth as much as $6,000.
Oh no! Let me find mine.
There was a mistake. Coin collectors look for mistakes.
Let's see.
Sometimes there were double dies that were made.
I think I used all mine at the car wash.
Oh, cool. I'm going to change you this one for that one.
Okay. Why?
Why? Uh-oh. Don't let him, Kelly. Don't let him do it.
This is an old. What were you saying? 2004.
Yeah.
All right, hold on.
And it's the Wisconsin state quarter.
No, mine are all at the car wash. Doggone it.
How
And
do you know it's a state? This is crossing the Delaware. I ain't never seen this one.
Okay.
anyway, the Wisconsin 2004 quarter, some of them on the back of the quarter, there's a shuck of corn plus a cow, but they've got the shuck partway peeled back. If you can see right there, and see that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You see the number of leaves there, the shucks that are hanging
Yeah.
out?
Yeah.
That's a good one. I mean,
Okay.
that's not a good one. That's a normal one. But see down here,
Uh-huh.
let's see, where was there's an extra
An
leaf.
extra leaf?
Yep, there's an extra leaf on it
Huh.
Well, why does that have to make it?
because there were very few of them done.
Oh, I have it written down, Kelly.
I
We're
got
gonna
New
start-
Jersey. I got a corn here from 1993. That's the year my daughter was born.
No,
I
that's
don't want
cool.
to get rid of this
Well,
one.
don't
It's
get
30
rid of
years
it.
old. We're keeping this quarter. I got to put it. Let me put it somewhere where I know.
Interesting.
Anyway, just take a look at them. You can Fox Business News has got a pretty good story on it with the photographs. So
Now I'm gonna have to go home and check all my other. Robin, you better check that pile of quarters I gave you.
You know
this
that
weekend.
quarter was in the pile you gave him.
Of
He's
course.
probably already put it in the Coke machine or something.
I got
Well,
a
he
crowbar.
takes them to that Coinstar thing and puts them in there and changes them.
Oh, yeah.
He has a change jar. When it gets full, he dumps it.
I need to do that. Mine's mostly pennies.
Robin, you go check that thing for that quarter.
And they're nasty. I need to get rid. I have a jar full of pennies.
I used to collect coins as a kid, and I got started in it because an older cousin, he was collecting coins, and he was staying down with my grandmother for a week or something like that. I mean, I was like 8 years old, and he was maybe 12 or 14, 15. And he would go to the bank and get $10 worth of pennies.
No.
Oh, yeah.
You know
That's
how
1,000
many
pennies.
Yes, it is.
Why?
And then we would look through them. He told me
Okay.
what he was looking for.
Mhm.
And then we'd look through them. I'd separate them into the years and the mints that they were
Oh,
from.
that's too much work for me.
But and then he would
That's
start
way
filling
too
up his coin collections. And then I said, well, I got to try that too. In fact, at one time, when there were so many machines that you put quarters or nickels or dimes
Yeah.
into for parking meters, they were offering bags of those things. People could buy a whole bag of them that nobody had gone through or checked.
Interesting.
Yeah. I used to go through my dad's pockets every night. He'd
Mhm.
come in to pay all of his change up on the counter.
Mhm.
I had a stash of change over here. I could
You
exchange
switch
it
it
for.
out.
Oh,
okay.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And even back then in the 50s, I was finding Indian head pennies.
As a kid, I used to look for those.
Mhm.
Don't even know why I was doing it, but
Indian and of course the buffalo nickel.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I got
had a
bunch
buffalo
of those.
nickel,
Well,
yeah.
I've still got a
Well,
bunch of that.
speaking of currency, has anybody seen a $2 bill?
I think
I
they
don't-
pretty
I-
well stopped. I had a whole bunch of them at one time, and then I was ripped off.
I think that was the dumbest thing they ever came out with.
Yeah.
$2 bill.
I had some, but I certainly don't have them now.
Hey, Howard, what's up?
Oh, am I on?
You are.
Okay, I'm sorry, but before it was reception, and I figured if I couldn't hear the station clear, I sure as heck couldn't talk clear.
There you go.
But anyway, the reason I'm calling is it's kind of a serious question, at least for me and maybe other elderly people out there. But this is a question. Knowing that, Rayford, you were with the Sheriff's Department, you might know the answer to this.
Police department, but go ahead.
Oh, okay. That's even better. If you're saying in this jurisdiction of Jacksonville, and you're an elderly person and living alone, and you get one of these buttons for emergency, and you're having a heart attack or a stroke or whatever you're having, and you press that button, and you have your front door deadbolt locked, because that's the only lock that's on the door, how in the world does the officer get in the house to help you?
Well, probably the first responder is going to be a fireman, and he's got an axe.
Oh my God. So they would actually destroy the door?
If they have to, and if you got a better idea.
I wouldn't mind them doing it to save me.
The only other idea I had was, I hate to say it, not when you're home, not locking the door.
Nope.
And that's dangerous.
Don't do that.
No. Okay, well, I don't know. You have any other suggestions, Rayford?
No, sir. Unless you got a neighbor with a key that you
That's
trust.
probably the best bet.
And
But it just seems like anytime somebody gets sick, it's in the middle of the night. I don't know why.
Sure. Well, your neighbor should be willing to come out.
Yeah, and you could probably give that information to the 911 operator that so-and-so's got a key right next door, right?
Yep.
Yeah, my neighbor
They'll
has
knock on the
mine.
door.
And I
Yeah,
have
just
his.
swap keys, exchange
Yes, what
keys.
we do.
So
Yeah, it's just scary. That's all for me. Being alone and everything. Just with my dogs. None of my dogs are vicious, thank God.
Mhm.
But the thing is, they would come in and they'd get licked to death.
yeah, I understand. Same here.
Anyway, the first one in the door would be Mandy. But all right, well, that's all I got. I was thinking about this. It was troubling me all night. And with this new route that they got me running, you get a lot of time to think, because there's a lot of all the way out to Wallace. There's a lot of territory to cover.
I understand. You be safe on those travels, though.
Those back
Yeah,
roads.
I'm done. So the thing is, it's not to stop and go 150 stops anymore. It's maybe 50 or 60 stops. No, papers that you give out to them. Maybe 40 stops, and I go out to Wallace for about 6 papers, believe it or not.
Wow.
At the post office. So, but hey, it puts money in my pocket and food on the table. I'm all for it.
Yeah,
Yes.
same thing for me.
I understand.
Completely.
All right, like always, I enjoy the show very,
Appreciate
very
it,
much.
Howard. Thank you.
Thanks, Howard.
And you guys take care. All right.
Yeah, you too. Stay safe.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
That's a lot of
I thought
traveling.
about that. Somebody single and getting on in age. What do you do?
Mhm.
Yep.
What do you do?
Still looking for school bus drivers.
No, I'm talking about at home to
Oh, at home.
stay safe, but
Oh, yes.
have one of those first alert things or whatever they call
Yes.
it, and you hit something, or even if you just dial 911 from your cell phone, what do you do? You can't crawl to the door, perhaps. I don't know.
Well, some police departments have a program where they you set up and they call at a prearranged time every day, like a telephone. And if
Yeah,
you don't
they used to
answer,
do that
I
around
think
here,
they still
yes.
do it here. I
Yeah.
think. And if you don't answer, they will send somebody out
Yeah, I
to
understand that.
check.
But
But no, I hear what you're saying.
what do
Yeah.
you do if in the middle of the night your chest starts hurting you and you grab your chest and like you've got 40 deadbolts on your door?
Well, I will tell you that I always keep my phone right next to me. And if
Yeah.
I'm doing a project in the house, it's in my back pocket.
Well, that's all
'cause if they
cool.
fall.
But I see what you're
But
saying,
my
Rachel, yeah.
neighbor has my key.
Okay, that's
I've got his key.
good.
The 3 neighbors right together. We look out for each other.
That's
And
the
if
way it
I'm
should
not
be.
out and running around, then they're checking on me.
Mhm.
And so, we check on each other. And so I have got great neighbors.
You say they're peeking in your windows? Is that what you
No,
said?
not
That's what
peeking
she
in the
said.
That's
Yeah.
what I thought she
Yeah,
said.
yeah.
No.
Oh,
But
well.
I'll tell you, and they know the ins and outs of
Mhm.
my house and easy access and everything. So,
Oh.
and they know my alarm code. So we're good.
That's good.
Yes.
Okay, let's take a break. And folks, if you want to chat, you're welcome. You're encouraged. Any updates on the school board stuff that you want to chat about? What are your thoughts? Are you glad it's one and done?
Well, it will
basically.
be, tomorrow morning is their meeting at 11.
Is it 11
So,
or is it 9?
I was told the updated meeting was at 11.
Okay.
So, as far as I know, it's 11.
Okay, I'm sure somebody will call us and let us know for sure.
Yes.
You're live in local real talk here on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Lingen & Associates Family Dentistry, where we love to make you smile. Now proud to be working with Doctors Kim and Tommy Morgan, formerly Morgan Family Dentistry. The Jacksonville and Richlands Morgan offices of Lingen & Associates Family Dentistry blends the latest technology with personal care and attention, so you have an amazing dental experience. The offices of Lane & Associates welcome all ages and accepts all major insurances, including military. Lane & Associates Family Dentistry has been serving the state of North Carolina for over 40 years, with 2 locations in Jacksonville, Richlands, and Maysville. Call for an appointment today at 877-LANE-DDS or online at lanedds.com. Welcome to Lane & Associates Dentistry.
In a season of falling temperatures and rising energy bills, your local Bryant professional is always ready, standing by to protect your home's comfort and defend you from uncomfortable temperatures and the higher energy bills associated with them. Ready to do whatever it takes for your home, your family, and you to be comfortable without breaking the bank. Because when the temperature falls, that's when your local Bryant professional turns up the heat efficiently.
Call Down East Heating and Air Conditioning at 346-4311 and let them keep you comfortable this winter. Down East Heating and Air Conditioning, serving our community for over 25 years. Also, Down East can help you with your home guttering needs. Call Down East today at 346-4311.
Bryant, whatever it takes.
Now that the grass is growing, it's going to need mowing. Wallace Outdoor Power Products, 1321 North Norwood Street, downtown Wallace, does expert mower repair in addition to being an authorized Cup Cadet dealer. Wallace Outdoor Power Products carries a full line of battery-operated DeWalt tools, including blowers, chainsaws, power drills, and many other power tools, completely cordless. In addition to Wallace Outdoor Power Products, RW Auto Repair Service at the same location can help with better gas mileage by keeping your vehicles in top running condition. Wallace Outdoor Power Products and RW Auto Repair, 1321 North Norwood Street, Wallace. Phone 910-285-5030. Owner Richard Williams looks forward to serving you this spring with expert mower and auto repair service.
After a long day, who wants to spend time in the kitchen? Let the Burrow Restaurant simplify your life and do the cooking for you. Family dinners that will please even the pickiest palate. Place your to-go order at the Burrow's Facebook page. Tell us if there's a special pickup time or any other instructions, and we'll take care of the rest. And craft cocktails to go. Restrictions apply. Ask for details. Simplify your life with help from the Burrow Restaurant, 109 Front Street in historic downtown Swansboro.
It's live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
All right, we're back live and local real talk, and get all the microphones turned up here. What's this washing machine rule that Biden is considering?
Oh,
any idea? Industry manufacturers claim that change would make each cycle take longer, detergent cost more, and leave clothes dirtier and stinkier.
What?
Last month, Biden's Department of Energy proposed new efficiency standards for washing machines that requires new appliances to use considerably less water, all in an effort to confront the global climate crisis.
How does that help the climate?
Hey, you use less water, so there's more water available to not use.
I tell you what we need to do
That's
is
dumb.
put those
That's solar energy. That's the one thing I've said that before. That would be solar. That would be solar powered.
Yes. You could put those clotheslines back up and save a lot of electricity.
I'll tell you what, down there in the islands, it doesn't take very long for
I
clothes to
love
dry.
the smell of sheets after you've washed them and hung them on the line.
I love the feel of towels.
Oh, yeah.
They're kind of crispy and
They're scratchy. I hate towels
No,
on the
as soon as you
clothesline.
start wiping the water,
Really?
they soften right up.
I used to hate that when I was a kid. Mom had a clothesline, God, that's a horrific.
I love
feeling.
sheets on the clothesline,
Oh,
and then you
my.
make the
Sheets I
bed.
don't mind, but the
Oh,
towels are
smells
I
so
don't.
good.
I cannot abide by scratchy towels. I cannot do it. I draw the line at a scratchy towel. Yeah.
You must have a particular type of
I'm just bougie.
toilet
I guess,
tissue
because
that you like to use.
Yes.
That has,
I can't stand cheap toilet paper, and I hate scratchy towels.
You're in trouble.
I'm just bougie, but that's
She's
fine. I'll be
bougie.
bougie. That's
She's
fine. I'll be that
bougie.
way because I can't stand a scratchy towel.
Leading industry corporations have voiced their opinions on this new rule,
Mm.
claiming
dumb
the
rule.
mandates force manufacturers to reduce cleaning performance to ensure their machines comply. Each cycle will take longer.
Well, I bet stop.
Yes,
Stop.
that
Let me
means
interrupt
more
you real quick.
energy is
I was
being
going,
used.
you're going to use more electricity.
Right.
So how is that helping with the energy problem?
Yeah.
Have they thought this through?
That's like the ethanol crap.
Oh, my
okay.
word.
Ethanol gets less gas mileage than regular gas. We've all tested it. The outboard motor companies have all tested it.
Mm-hmm.
They've proven it.
Oh, yeah. Ethanol goes in boats. Okay.
It goes,
Okay.
well, ethanol goes in your car.
Oh, does it?
That's what you put in your car, up to 10%. It can be up to 15% in some places.
Well, how come some of them have like flex fuel and ethanol free fuel and
Ethanol free fuel, some stations have that here in Jacksonville.
what does that go in?
Well, it goes in outboard motors. It goes in your car if you wanted to get better mileage.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It goes into lawnmowers and stuff like that. Its
Okay.
primary purpose is so that any vessel or vehicle or whatever, if you just don't drive your lawnmower like you do your car, you don't burn as much gas, right?
You wouldn't unless you were a long guy, but okay.
So,
Or long
and even the
person.
long guys, the first thing they do is they go fill up with the non-ethanol. They can't afford their machinery to be down, and it will be down.
Mhm.
It will be
Okay.
down. Just ask them. They
So
chainsaws,
so you're saying the
lawnmowers.
non-ethanol is going to last longer than the
You'll get further, go further with it.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
cost more,
Mhm.
and your performance is better.
Okay.
So, and
But
the
that
chance
whole-
of damaging your outboard motors, your lawnmowers, and chainsaws and blowers and all that sort of good stuff is greatly reduced because that stuff
Let's
will
not talk
get in there
about
and mess it up.
lawnmowers. I don't need that to
Oh,
break down
I was
either.
going to say, has that happened to you?
Not
No,
yet.
not
Okay.
yet.
Okay.
It's 10 years old, 10, 11 years
Oh,
old.
then it's coming.
Oh, no, I take good care of it. I'll put that 48 sticker on the side of it, and it's
Oh,
been running
my
good.
word. Oh, my.
In February, the administration received a lot of heat very fast for a leaked proposal which would have banned half of America's gas stoves, in addition to proposal to heavily regulate refrigerators.
What's wrong with refrigerators?
Y'all quit
kidding me,
talking about
Rayford.
appliances.
What did they complain about that?
Oh, I don't know. I know about the gas stoves. I didn't know about the refrigerators.
I still
Oh,
can't
my
make up
word.
my mind to go to gas or not.
Oh, Jeff will tell you to go to gas. I will tell you to go to gas. Step up there into the house.
Well, let's back up to the refrigerators for a second. What are they trying to do with those?
I haven't read the whole thing yet.
They're going to have us using blocks of ice like they did in the late 1800s and stuff. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Maybe we should open an ice house in the back behind the gardens.
I wonder how long something like, how does that even stay? How would that have even stayed cold? I'm asking. Like,
I guess all the ice in there kept it, made it,
but
created
it
it.
gets hot here. Like, how did that
Yeah,
stay?
but you have to get blocks of ice all the time. They used to have the Iceman come around, horse and buggy.
Are you serious?
I am deadly serious.
How did they freeze the ice before they had
Yeah,
electricity?
how did they freeze the ice?
I don't know.
That's a good question.
I want to know.
Was there
We
ice
need to
back in
find
the
this-
day?
Yeah.
Next
They
time we
had
watch
ice.
Yellowstone, we need to see
They
when they
had
go
ice.
back to
But I've
1923.
watched movies prior to that, and they talked about
They're
there being
drinking iced tea with
Yeah.
ice in it.
No, because in 1923 they talked about people having refrigerators.
Oh,
And
that's true.
electricity
That's
was
true.
Ice boxes.
1883 then.
Yeah.
Okay, Tim, help
Oh,
me out here.
gosh.
I ain't a whole lot I can do for you, brother. The only thing I can tell you is, Kelly, what? If you've heard me say the term before on the radio, boat gas.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's exactly what Rafer's talking about. We're talking about old-timey, unleaded gasoline, no ethanol whatsoever.
Okay.
And
Okay.
he's exactly right. The research has been done. I mean, this old country boys like me, we just call it boat gas. And I put boat gas in everything but the pickup truck, and I've even put boat gas or non-ethanol gas in my wife's truck. It will be about half full, and I'd fill it up with non-ethanol.
So you
And
mixed it.
she'd take a trip, and she'd come back. Oh my God! My gas mileage went up, and I'm just sitting there smiling. Okay, yeah, baby.
Yeah,
But it
buddy.
costs so
You're a
much
mess.
more, and that's why me and Rayford had this discussion a long time ago. When they come out with that ethanol crap, they raised the price of gas.
Yes.
Yep.
And you couldn't get it. You couldn't get regular gasoline. Then when they did come find out outboard motors couldn't make it on it, and this, that, and the other couldn't make it, they came back out with non-ethanol. Well, it was even higher than what it was before, and it should have been cheaper.
Well,
And that was one of my big.
let me tell you, we are paying double for that ethanol right now. We're paying double. Why? Here's why. The people that produce ethanol, the typical gas that you gas station, right? The people that are in the business of producing that are getting subsidies from the government to produce it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because if
USDA.
to actually produce it costs more than a gallon of regular gas.
Oh yeah.
But they're selling it cheaper than regular gas, so you'll buy more of it.
So then, okay.
And they being subsidized. They're not doing it out of the goodness of their hearts. They're getting money from the taxpayers of this country in the form of subsidies to produce ethanol. It's kind of like the solar industry. The solar people who are getting all these subsidies to produce solar energy, and then they sell it back to the power companies.
Yeah. I mean, government's crooked. You've heard the old. I remember growing up. The government is crooked. They're crooked. If a politician gets in, if he ain't crooked now, he'll be crooked within a year after he gets in there.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of people felt that way.
Yeah, and it said all of a sudden he was poor snake, been in office 2 years, and he's filthy rich. Wonder how that happened.
Yeah, right. Not on that salary.
Laugh. Yeah, you just laugh at them and all, and yeah, you're right. And the government is crooked. I mean, it does stupid things, and then tells us it's the smart way to go.
Yeah, right.
Hey,
I'm
Tim,
from the government, and I'm here to help.
Tim, I got a quick question for you. You had mentioned
Yes, ma'am.
somebody asked me about you last week, and they said you had mentioned when you were on here or called in, I'm not sure which, that something about you starting in April or May, you're going to be working more in this area. They asked me what that meant. I don't remember you saying it, but
Yeah, he did.
Okay. Oh, well, I can let the cat out of the bag.
Okay.
It's the railroad working more in this area. The railroad. I've told you before. They're rebuilding the railroad.
Yeah.
They're right now. They're spanning from Havelock all the way into Stella.
Yep.
Okay.
Right now, and they're going to have a lot of rock. A lot of granite rock, and I'll be back in this area hauling rock from, say, Princeton to around the Jacksonville, Stella area, right on into Camp Lejeune later on, probably about July. I mean, I'll be around. I mean, I'm home every day most of the time.
Yeah.
It's just, and I'm on the weekends. I'm still trimming donkeys and horses and stuff like that, and I'm working some longer. In fact, I'm on my way to Savannah this morning. I've got to go pick up what I dropped off last Wednesday.
Okay.
And I left this morning at 4:00. Just so I could get back and I can't. It's a wide load, but I can go down here and get it, and it'll be daylight. And I can bring it back in the daytime, and it's nothing there. I work around Jacksonville right much now. But I'm going into the my drop off point for railroad equipment is Morristown Road. If you know where that's at, that's down in Stella.
Yep.
Yep. When I have to drop off this railroad equipment, there's a place right there on Morristown Road that I can back the truck on the track and unload it.
Okay.
So I'm in and out of Jacksonville. I mean, but I just kind of go all over. But I don't I very seldom ever spend the night. So I'm home.
All right.
So
All right, Tim, we got to go play a commercial.
All right. Y'all be good.
Drive
See you
safe,
later.
You
Tim.
too.
Be safe driving.
Yeah, take care. You're live and local Real Talk, Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME, and we'll be right back.
Good morning, you bad, beautiful bosses. This is Carrie Cobb, your boss mortgage broker from Empire Financial, NMLS 1987537.
And good morning, beautiful people. This is Donna Riggs, your local realtor, here with LPT Realty in Onslow County and the surrounding areas of North Carolina. Your boss tip for today is to stop renting and start owning, because now is the right time to buy a home. Contact our team and let us help you approach the home buying process the boss way by building opportunities through simple solutions.
Text or call your lender today at 910-382-2188 or your realtor at 910-340-0224. Empire Financial, NMLS 2108504. Equal Opportunity Employer and Housing Lender. Visit empirefi.com for terms and conditions. www.nmlsconsumeraccess.org.
If you own rental property but don't have time or expertise to manage it, entrust Fountain Management with managing your rental properties. There will be no disappointments. Fountain Management is very receptive to answering any questions along the way. If you're looking for an honest, professional, friendly management company, call Fountain Management today, 910-455-1609, or visit Fountain Management at 255 Williamsburg Parkway, Jacksonville.
Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing specializes in residential and commercial interior and exterior painting. In fact, they paint most anything except cars, including homes, businesses, complexes, decks, and they do minor repairs, wood repairs, pressure washing, waterproofing, and more, including storm repair and cleanup. Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing, fully licensed, insured, and locally owned and operated by Roger Carroll Jr. References available and customer satisfaction is always guaranteed. So if you want it painted, maintained, power washed, or need a new roof, call Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, and Power Washing at 910-939-0749 or visit southerntouchpaintingnc.com. Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing salutes our troops and is proud to be part of the continued growth of Onslow and surrounding counties.
Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning, your trusted local carrier indoor weather team, serving all of your heating and air conditioning needs since 1967. Now offers residential and commercial duct and dryer vent cleaning, and now offers expert residential and commercial plumbing service. In case of a power outage due to a storm or for any other reason, be prepared with a Generac generator for your home or business. Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning has Generac generators in stock, ready to install today. Remember, better breathing comes with cleaner air. Let Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning improve the air quality in your home or business with professional air duct cleaning. As always, Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning is available 24/7 for all your heating, cooling, and plumbing emergency needs. Turn to the carrier experts, Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning, with locations in Jacksonville and Hampstead. Visit online, humphreyheating.com, and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning since 1967. Relax. We're on the way.
Freedom 97.1 WSME.
It's live and local Real Talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
I've got a bad mic pot over here. It slips through sometimes. Either going to have to replace it or I guess I'm spraying over there. I'll spray it down. Things happen from time to time.
You spray it down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it cleans out the dirt.
I got you.
Anything just in there. Okay.
Did you hear what your president did the other day? He was at a fundraiser and he started talking about former President Jimmy Carter.
Oh, yeah.
Let some information out that he shouldn't have done.
Yeah. And then he said, whoops.
And they said, oops, I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah.
Talking about his condition and that he was asked to do the eulogy when the time comes. I'm like,
don't go planning that far in advance for me.
They better have a screen up there so you can read the words. Oh, no.
Good morning. Who's this?
Hey, good morning, guys.
Hey, Steve.
Good
How y'all doing
morning.
today?
Yeah, fine. How are you?
Doing pretty good.
Good.
A little chilly outside, but, brisk, I would say.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
It's going to be blustery later.
Yeah. I say it's going to blow by the weekend, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mine says
Hey, I
right
heard
now
y'all-
38 degrees.
I heard y'all talking about the old ice boxes and Iceman who used to come around and stuff like that. And, Kelly was curious about that, and I don't know a lot about it, but my understanding is back then they did have refrigeration units, but they were big commercial size refrigeration units, so you could have to get your ice from an ice house. There wasn't anything small enough or priced low enough for you to have in the home.
Well, how did you keep the ice, or did it just use it that day and had to get more the next day?
Usually last a couple of days.
Well, I was going to say the refrigerators back then had a lot thicker insulation than they do now, because for that reason, it was more like a big igloo cooler.
They were called
Instead
ice
of like
boxes
what we
and
think
not
of refrigerator.
refrigerators.
Okay, but what did you have before you actually had an actual ice box, or did you just not have ice?
You didn't have ice.
Then who invented
You
ice?
didn't have refrigeration.
Okay.
Didn't have it. Yeah.
Well, way back when, especially in the cold climates during the winter time, they would go and because they stored a lot of food, right? They hunted a lot and did whatever. And they did go and have cellars, and they would go out and chop ice, like in a frozen over lake or wherever.
Okay.
And they would actually chop ice with axes and stuff, box it up, bring it home, throw it in the back of the wagon. It's not going to melt. It was 14,000 degrees below zero.
It says right here, ice was made as far back as 400 BC in Persia.
But once again, my question is, who had the idea of, hey, this will keep our stuff cold? Don't you ever wonder about stuff like? See, I do. I wonder about stuff like that.
I would imagine they found out in the wintertime that you could, preserve food longer if it was left out in the cold. That was probably something that just they stumbled across naturally.
Okay. I don't know. I'll think about this kind of stuff. Don't give me that look, Raver. Raver's
I think
gave me a
even the
look.
first compressors were steam fired back then.
Probably.
Like they actually made ice with fire.
All right, Steve-O, thank you.
Fox News.
You're welcome, guys. Y'all have a great day.
Have a good day.
Live and local Real Talk Fox News is right now.
WSME, Camp Lejeune, W246CJ, Jacksonville.
Fox News, I'm Lillian Wu. President Biden taking aim at gun control with an executive order which looks to, among other things, increase the number of background checks, also promote more secure firearms storage. The order expected to be signed today in Monterey Park, California, where a mass shooting took place in January. The stop part of his West Coast visit, which started with high-level meetings Monday.
The President and UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak stood alongside Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese at a San Diego naval station to announce the next step in the AUKUS partnership. New nuclear-propelled submarines that the President says will usher in an era of cooperation.
Fox's Gernal Scott. And Purina is expanding its recall of some lots of a prescription dog food because of potentially elevated levels of vitamin D. America's listening to Fox News.
Freedom 97.1.
WSME.
It's live and local. Real talk.
And we're back. And yes, I just had one of our listeners to send me a text and want to know if I knew where the ice house around here used to be. Yeah, is it where Tideline Marine is now? So
yes, I remember that.
Yeah, and I'm actually down in the basement right now, or whatever you want to call it. George had found a set of tongs. I don't know whether you ever remember seeing those tongs.
Those great big ones.
I have actually seen those.
For a big old block of ice, and we
Right.
would roll out to grab it and drag it over. He's got that old set of rusty tongs downstairs.
Yes, I remember the ice house being there. Just
And they used to have
as a
up
very
there
small child.
on those the wooden poles and whatever.
Right.
They had ice picks always stuck up there because the guys were always chipping ice. You could chip your own ice if you went there like a construction crew and had the round igloo coolers for water. You go through and you get a block of ice because a block of ice lasts a whole lot longer than crushed ice. And you chip off big chunks of it just so they would fit down in the cooler. Just fill it up.
You know what all that just brought to mind when you're talking about the ice house being there? Court Street reunion. There are plans being made.
There are plans underway right
That's
now.
right. And I have a message for you too. I'll give it to you
and
later.
I'm on the
about that.
committee.
So am I. I was asked to be on it too.
Cool. I told her my wife and I'd be glad to be on one of those
I
committees.
know. Oh gosh.
So we'll
Can't wait.
Yep. So that's coming up probably in June.
Mhm.
So that'll be a lot of fun. And I've got somebody that's who's been in here recently.
Yes.
Will likely be playing.
That was brought up. I'm like, cool.
And then another one who's been in here recently who will likely be playing at the very beginning.
Oh, we know somebody else that plays a lot too, that calls a lot.
Uh-huh.
Yes. Still reading the story of Ice.
I got another story when we got a caller. Ray was
As
trying
soon
to.
as I can make it work.
Yeah.
Good morning. Who's this?
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, Rayford.
Yes, sir.
This is Jimmy. How you doing?
Hey, Jimmy. Kicking around here. What's up?
You know, my dad always told me about that ice house. He drove a bus on Court Street in the 60s, 70s. There was a man that fell in there and froze to death one time.
Oh, really?
I don't know if you're familiar with that.
Don't remember that one.
Yeah, that was, I want to say it was in the 60s. You know, I think that's what he told me, but that might be something, that's something very interesting right there.
Yeah. Well, it would have been
He was
before the
working when
70s.
he made the blocks and fell in, and they pulled him out, and he was frozen in a block of ice.
Ouch.
And he died.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Never heard that one.
I'm looking it
Yeah,
up.
tell George that when you see him.
I will definitely do that.
Trying to say the
All
place
right,
is
y'all have a
haunted.
great day.
Thank you. Now we're going to have to take that one out. I'm sure somebody else may remember it.
I'm looking.
I just remember it being there, and I don't know if it's through the history or what, but I remember it used to be there. Yeah. It had big red letters on it, Ice House.
I'm just wondering if that was also Jacksonville Ice House and Coal, Ice and Coal.
I don't remember anything
seemed
about
like
coal.
I know Wilmington
Kelly's
had
looking
an
it up.
ice and coal place.
Listen to y'all tapping away.
I'm going to change my search request.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
I don't either.
I'm sure somebody back in the day, Miss Alva would probably know.
I don't know. We'll see. Okay, what else is new?
Oh, I see the Ice House here, but that's a bar. That's the wrong one.
Well, there used to be. Oh, there's an ice house at Swansboro.
Right, that's what it's taking me to.
Okay, and then there used to be a motorcycle club in between the Ice House days and Tideline Marine was in that place. Motorcycle shop.
Oh.
My thing froze.
Oh.
Yeah.
Your computer froze?
Yeah. It's like
I was like, you're not leaving, are you?
Because you were talking about ice and your computer got cold and
Oh,
froze
my
up.
Lord, Rayford, stop.
Whatever's. Pope Francis said the Catholic Church's 1,000-year-old practice of celibacy could be changed.
Oh.
What?
In a recent interview with an Argentine publication, Francis said the ban on priests having sex was only temporary and that there is no contradiction for a priest to marry. Really?
Interesting.
Celibacy in the Western Church is a temporary prescription, Francis said. It is not eternal like priestly ordination, which is forever, whether you like it or not. On the other hand, celibacy is a discipline. The Catholic Church began requiring celibacy in the 11th century because clergy with no children were more likely to leave their money to the church.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
Once again, I have questions.
The Vatican bans sex among priests, although it has faced calls to terminate the rule. Germany's Catholic Church has voted for a resolution demanding Francis to end the celibacy requirement for priests. When the Pope was asked if he believed ending the ban on sex for priests, he said, "Every church is married, or those who want to. Before ordination, there is the choice to marry or to be celibate." A lot of people don't realize that. They get married when they're young, then they become a priest.
Yeah. And then they just kind of, okay.
Well, it is what it is.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I had a family member that used to be a priest and quit. I don't know, is quit the right word?
I
Because they
guess.
wanted to get married to a nun. And she quit the nunhood.
Well, I can tell you, nobody in my family
And they're
was
still
a
married
priest.
to this day. Mm-hmm.
We're all heathens.
So the priest married the nun.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Priest married the nun.
Okay.
And he to this day won't take communion because of it, but she does. Yeah. True.
Okay.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Buffalo Wild Wings admits boneless wings are not wings after a lawsuit.
Suing over
What are
that.
they?
I mean,
I don't know.
it's chicken, like breast
Oh,
chicken, and
They
it's
just cut it up and
make it into
Oh,
a
how dumb.
I know it.
Somebody sued them? Of course they
Buffalo
did.
Wild Wings responded to a lawsuit claiming its
Mhm.
boneless wings are not actually made from wings.
Who cares?
Oh.
I'm mad that somebody actually sued them over there.
A Chicago man filed a lawsuit against the chicken wing chain last week for false advertising, saying the boneless wings are overpriced since they are basically chicken nuggets.
Oh my word.
It's still chicken.
Yeah.
I don't know where a nugget comes from.
Oh no, let's not start there.
Don't start this, but yeah.
I've cleaned chickens. I ain't never seen no nuggets.
I knew that was coming next. Oh gosh.
But I mean, seriously, like, what is wrong? I get upset at the people that sue like McDonald's for when they spill hot coffee on themselves.
You
That's
know it's
dumb.
hot.
Yes. But now there's Buffalo Wild Wing, and I don't even eat wings. Y'all know I don't like them.
Mhm.
But
I love wings.
That's stupid.
Yes, it is stupid.
People are just so sue happy. If you're gonna sue it, make it be
Well, if
some
it's going to be a
legitimate
wing, I want it to be dark meat.
Well, you know what? I just
Who
remember.
cares?
I have a
I
book
do.
at the house.
Wings are dark meat always.
My wings are dark meat.
I don't know.
No, my wings are white meat. Wings are white meat.
Ugh.
Unless you're getting something that's actually nuggets.
What kind of? I don't know. Y'all are both.
No, I like wings are the white meat. Yeah.
Mm.
I love wings. That's my favorite. In fact, I might set some out tonight and make them air fry 'em.
Well, apparently you better sue yourself if they're not.
You got to verify
Yeah,
that.
you gotta
run
Oh no,
DNA.
they're the wings. They're the real. They're the
Okay.
real wings.
You cut them off a chicken.
But wings don't have a lot of meat on them, in my opinion.
they
the
don't.
ones I've ever watched
But
people
they're
eat.
fun. They're fun to just sit
Yeah.
there and gnaw them. Yeah, I like them.
They make great crab bait too.
And at one time, that's all you could afford. A couple months ago, that's all you could afford out of the chicken was the wings.
Well, that's
Chicken
all.
prices. have
Apparently,
gone
right now, it's
crazy.
probably all you can afford again with the way.
I like chicken legs.
See, I don't like dark meat. I mean, it
Oh, I
never
do.
bothered me before, but then over the years, my tastes change,
Oh,
and
it's sweeter.
I
It's
don't
better.
I
care
don't
for
eat
the dark meat.
Yeah, I used to eat chicken legs as a kid.
And it's handier on a boat, especially.
You can
Oh,
hold. Yeah,
yes,
no,
on-
I
on
agree
a
with
boat.
that.
I
on a
can
boat,
drive
yeah.
and eat at the
Yeah.
same time.
No,
Yeah.
on a boat, I could eat dark meat too because you're out in the open air and everything tastes good when you're on the water.
Yeah.
Everything. So,
Mm.
Oh, false advertising.
But that's just.
it's
So this
unreal.
person absolutely really did file a suit. They did. I'm reading it. And
Yeah.
Rayford. Why?
Well, they wanted to bring it out to
How
the
much?
people.
Let me ask you this.
I just
Does
figured
it
when
say
I
how
read
much
this,
this person's suing them for? It's probably some crazy amount of money.
I haven't gotten down that far yet.
Somebody ought to just slap this guy and be done with it. Come on now. This is frivolous. This is frivolous.
People like that just sit around looking for anything and everything they can
The,
find just so they can sue. It's just
Aggravating.
ridiculous. They're
The-
And kids are
aggravating.
going to tie up a court system and make Buffalo Wild. Not
I
even go
doubt
to
it
Buffalo
even
Wild
goes to
Wings. Hire,
court.
pay a lawyer who probably makes even more than $13,000 a month, like here. I
Uh-oh.
mean, just a whole bunch of that bugs me. I'm still bugged by that.
Oh yeah.
I
Well,
just have to say
also
that.
the restaurant admitted that the Buffalo Wild Wings are
Mhm.
not from Buffalo either. They don't have any buffalo in them.
Here we go.
I kid you not.
I'm mad that they had to do that. People know.
Well, I mean, their logo. Look at that. That's a buffalo with wings on it.
Mm-hmm. It's a name.
Them some big wings.
It is a name.
Oh, we could just really expand this conversation with a lot of things.
Well, Rayford, I got something. It's a completely different topic,
Good.
but it's about the retirement age. And some GOP senator out of Louisiana named John Kennedy thinks they should talk about changing it from 62
From 62.
to raise it up.
I thought it was already 65.
Well, the minimum that you can, quote, retire is 62.
You mean collect Social Security?
Yes.
Okay.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah, won't get the full amount.
No, you don't get the full amount.
Yeah, you lose it at 62 forevermore. And then if you, most
wants
folks
it.
who have got a job and any kind of money coming in, they continue working until they're 66, and their increase in Social Security benefits are significant if they wait till 66 or later. I think Robbie waited until she was either 69 or 70.
Well, he wants to change it because right now he said he wants to make the changes to Medicare because of it. Because he said now people in their 20s are living longer, so their life, like current, I guess apparently the average American's life expectancy right now is 77, according to what he said.
Well,
So
it
he's
might
saying,
be, but during COVID it went down.
yeah, but he's saying for people in their 20s, the life expectancy will probably be 85 to 90. So his question that he posed last week was, does it really make sense to allow someone who in their 20s to retire at 62? We need to make Medicare changes. He says Medicare pays much more for the same surgical procedure in a hospital than it does in a private outpatient clinic. He wants to know why. So he's like, we need to look at changing it from 62, make it higher.
Life as you knew it is gone.
You know, the 8 days
He
that I was
called
in the hospital in the fall,
Yes.
you know what the bill was?
There's $1 million.
It was yes, I imagine.
$10,000 a day.
Sure. You were in special
80,000.
room. Yeah.
That's just for the hospital stay, correct? Yeah.
Did you ever get the
Did you get
helicopter bill?
$10,000 a day worth of care?
No.
What would that amount to?
I don't know.
Like royal treatment or, yeah.
I mean, I got meals
Mm-hmm.
and they came in, kept checking me and doing
Check
stuff.
your blood pressure every hour.
So
and
did
wake
you
up in the
ever
middle of
get the
night.
bill for the helicopter?
He did.
Yeah.
He got it.
How much was that?
A lot.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Whew-wee.
Mm-hmm.
I know I had a
I'm
friend.
thinking of donations. Is it time to start one of them GoFundMe?
Just go on a payment plan. Yeah. I just don't know about, I don't know, is anybody else other than me not certain about this whole raising Medicare age from 62 to whatever?
I
don't know how I feel about that.
You can do all of that, but I'm going to tell you what, there's going to be a point that a lot of people are more disabled at a younger age too.
That's true. But
That's
here's the other
right.
thing. Maybe this senator doesn't understand how this works also. You know, when you have a paycheck, you're paying into the Social Security and
That's
Medicare
right.
system.
Yep.
So that's money you've already paid into.
Yep.
Now they want to delay you getting it longer.
Yep. So maybe you'll die.
I mean, this is, I don't know. Maybe I'm the only one concerned, but
Hey Tim, you're back.
Yeah, I'm concerned about that too, Kelly. But the thing about it is, when I can retire right now and was going to, I couldn't get Medicare. I already had insurance. I could keep it, but you have to go in at 3 months before you turn 65 and file for Medicare. Now, I have to work to get full benefits. I have to be 66 in 10 months.
okay.
And people younger than me are some of them are at 67. And I heard one guy tell me he thought he was at 67 and 9 months. Now, I don't know about that one, but I remember my full benefits would be at 66 and 9 months. So that's what I want to see. But people that are retiring at 62, if they don't have insurance, they can't get Medicare. They try to get Medicaid, but that's a lot different. But I don't know why John can't. And I like him. He's a funny guy.
Yep.
John Kennedy is, and he's a very sensible guy. But you know, if he raises the retirement, we raised it before, you know, from 65, and now they upscaled it to 66, 67, and stuff like that. And I didn't think there was any sense in that. But now, just like if I work after I'm 66 and 9 months, I can make all I want. But if I retired at 62 and made over $19,000, I think it was $800, I'd have to pay in for every dollar I made. I'd have to pay about $1 back or something like that. Or every $2 I made, I'd pay $1 back. So yeah, I mean that's why Social Security is a joke to start with, because I think it's stupid for just like we're paying Social Security, Medicare tax, and we have to turn around and pay for Medicare.
Yeah, we do.
stupid.
Mm-hmm.
We're already paying for it. But I don't get it. I don't get it, and never will get it. So I just had to call back and say that. I'll let y'all go.
Thank you, Tim.
Bye.
And I like thighs. I'm a dark meat guy myself.
Yeah, I like thighs, and those leg quarters are pretty nice.
I'm just really getting depressed.
Yes. Lord have mercy, that is outstanding.
I'm getting
All right,
depressed.
y'all be good.
Bye.
I'm getting hungry.
Chicken wings aren't chicken wings, and
These
raising the
people
age
that-
on Medicare.
I'm telling
And
you, it's terrible. I mean, this is.
what are we
here's
going to
something.
do about ICE?
Can you imagine starting your first day at a new school, being a principal, ends up with you being arrested?
Whoops.
It happened in Kentucky.
Oh, no, not
In
Kentucky.
Louisville. Happened yesterday.
Louisville?
Mm-hmm.
That's where my mama was born.
He, the new principal, Mr. Leroy Littles, was arrested by the sheriff's department on an outstanding warrant of misdemeanor assault and making terroristic threats.
Oh, well, that's just great.
Apparently,
Somebody didn't do a background check.
Well, apparently, what happened was the incident occurred around Christmas, but they just finally, the warrant had gone unserved till Monday. And so he worked for the school system for 16 years, and he was a principal intern at a different high school, and he got this job. And first day, sheriff's department busts up in there and arrests him. So the assistant principal is administrator in charge, effective immediately, according to the school system. Yikes!
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
heck of a way to start your principalship.
Well, he was a principal. I'm assuming he's not principal anymore. So first and last day.
What's with the schools and the boards and everything's going crazy?
I don't know. Did y'all see that woman? She's 71 in Lenoir County. That she's finally resigned. Was beating that high school student.
Yeah.
It's on video.
Well,
And now they're saying it was with an extension cord.
Oh my!
They arrested her. Her little mugshot. She looks like a nice little old lady. Apparently not. Yeah.
Grandma got the switch out.
Yeah.
That's craziness.
So they arrested. Yeah, she's fired or she quit. One of the two. Yeah. I'll show you a picture of her because you're gonna be appalled. I mean, it's just shocking. Here, right here.
Well, she's a sweet
She looks
little
like a
lady.
nice. Yeah. She's charged with assault. Oh, she hit 2 students, not just one.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. I mean, based on her picture, she looks 5 feet tall. I mean, I don't know how tall she is, but
That was Lenoir High School?
mm-hmm. Yeah, she's 71.
Oh,
Yeah.
over there in K-Town.
Yep.
K-Town's crazy.
She
anyway.
resigned. She assaulted 2 students.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I think she'd probably had enough. Got them all with one swipe.
Mm-hmm. The sheriff's office in Lenoir County released a video March 1st, and yeah, they're 16 and 17-year-old students. They're minors. Yeah. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. Wild.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, Rayford. How you doing?
All right.
I want to, this is actually especially for Theo and your friend down in Wilmington.
Mm-hmm. Doug.
Uh-oh. Stirred it.
I guess. Yeah, Doug. About the current occupant of 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue and his habit of opening his mouth, which is in itself should be a criminal offense. But I think people better realize something about him and his fable stories that he tells. I think everybody remembers when he said he was appointed to the Naval Academy in 1965, which was proven false. Obviously, you don't get appointed. The other day, he was speaking to a union and was spouting how his administration had reduced the deficit and debt by $1.3 trillion. That's $1.3 trillion. He has to repeat himself so he catches up to what's on the screens that he's reading. Truth of the matter is, stuff will actually increase the debt by $5 trillion over the next 10 years. So I think people need to realize that the man, and he's going to run again from what I hear, really doesn't tell a whole lot of truth. And I'm not saying that the former president, who I hope does not run, God, please.
Okay, Chris, hold on a minute.
Hold on.
All right, we got a
Yeah.
commercial. How did it start?
It was highlighted.
I have no
Yeah.
clue. I just had a friend that was texting, said he could hear us talking in the background. Can't hear the caller, but can hear a commercial.
Mhm.
So I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it was the little. Yeah.
Oh, we're fixing that.
We're going to try to fix it.
Mhm.
We're like, okay. We try to keep the show interesting, don't we, Kelly?
Mhm.
Keep talking, ladies.
Okay.
Anyway,
All right.
Chris, so
Chris is off.
oh, Chris is off.
Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry, where we love to make you smile. Now proud to be working with Doctors Kim and Tommy Morgan, formerly Morgan Family Dentistry. The Jacksonville and Richlands Morgan offices of Lane & Associates Family Dentistry blends the latest technology with personal care and attention, so you have an amazing dental experience. The Office of Lane & Associates welcome all ages and accepts all major insurances, including military. Lane & Associates Family Dentistry has been serving the state of North Carolina for over 40 years, with 2 locations in Jacksonville, Richlands, and Maysville. Call for an appointment today at 877-LANE-DDS or online at lanedds.com. Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry. Mohawk All Pet Protection and Warranty is the only carpet protection and warranty for all pets, all accidents, all the time. Because your pets are family members too. No matter how you live, we've got you covered. Soft, luxurious, smart strand, forever clean carpet. Gorgeous, durable, solid tech, luxury vinyl tile. Mohawk has the ultimate floor for every room in your home. It's suitable for all pets. For details, contact Watkins Floor Covering at watkinsnewfloor.com. Watkins Floor Covering, thanking you for voting them the best of the best for 2022 in the flooring, covering, and carpet cleaning category. Watkins Floor Covering, they're more than just floors. It's custom showers, custom tubs, carpet cleaning, backsplashes, bathrooms, commercial, retail, and home flooring too. Watkins Floor Covering, family owned and operated since 1997, with locations in Jacksonville and Surf City. Watkins Floor Covering, you stand on it, we stand behind it.
For 40 years now, people throughout Jacksonville and Onslow County have trusted Barnes Diamond Gallery for all their jewelry needs for every special occasion. They understand that every day is a special event for someone, whether celebrating a wedding, anniversary, birthday, engagement, or graduation. Let Barnes Diamond Gallery custom design something for you. Barnes Diamond Gallery does on-site repair in addition to their quality and selection of diamonds, diamond fashion bands, pendants, watches, earrings, gemstone rings, and necklaces for anyone for any occasion. Major credit cards accepted. Layaway available. Barnes Diamond Gallery offers appraisals and paid top market prices for gold and silver. Barnes Diamond Gallery, 461 Western Boulevard, Suite 120, Jacksonville. Open 9:30 to 5:30, Monday through Friday.
If you plan to rebuild, remodel, repair, or do cottage or home improvements, Williams Hardware, 3011B Bridges Street, Morris City, should be your first stop. Williams Hardware carries power tools and equipment, chains and fasteners, plumbing and electrical supplies, along with Gerber, Buck, and Case knives. Williams Hardware is your helpful, handy hardware store. Williams Hardware cuts glass to size and cuts and threads pipe. When the chores are done and the cleanup is finished, light up that Wilmington grill from Williams Hardware. Williams Hardware, 3011B Bridges Street, Morris City. Open Monday through Saturday from 7:30 till 6 p.m. and Sundays for your convenience, noon till 5. Phone Williams Hardware, 252-726-7158.
It's live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
All right, we're back. Live and local Real Talk. Chris, hang in there for just a couple of minutes, and I will be with you. We had a little technical glitch here, and don't know exactly what it is, but it's been suggested it might be static electricity that sends the automation into motion. Tideline Marine Here in Jacksonville, sponsor of the marine forecast a couple of times every day, one during the 7 o'clock hour, one during the 8 o'clock hour. The one-stop shop right here in downtown Jacksonville for all of your boating and fishing needs. Stop by, check it out. They've got new floor, everything's laid out completely differently. And if you haven't been in there lately, you will be happy, no doubt about it. More stuff, better laid out, so it's really cool. Just stop by and check it out. 159 Old Bridge Street on the banks of the New River in downtown Jacksonville. High pressure is building in from the west through the end of the week. The next cold front moves through Saturday. Gale warning in effect from this evening through late tonight. Offshore today, northwesterly winds 20 to 25 knots, seas 4 to 6, except 2 to 4 near shore. Dominant period 9 seconds. Sounds and rivers rough, diminishing to choppy late this morning and into the afternoon. Tomorrow, northwesterly winds 20 to 30 knots, diminishing to 15 to 20 in the afternoon. Seas 4 to 6, 2 to 4 near shore. Dominant period 4 seconds. That means the waves are close together. Sounds and rivers will be rough again, diminishing to choppy in the afternoon. Northerly winds 10 to 15 Thursday, becoming westerly 5 to 10 in the afternoon. Seas 2 to 3 near shore. Seas around 2 feet in the morning, then 1 foot in the afternoon. Sounds and rivers a moderate chop, diminishing to a light chop in the afternoon.
Today, sunny, high of 54 and very gusty with almost 30-mile-an-hour gusts. Tonight, clear, cold, low of 30, still gusty. Tomorrow, sunny, high of 54, still gusty. Tomorrow night, clear, low of 28, but no gusts. Yay. Thursday, sunny, high of 65 and no gusts. So we're good.
That was good. Chris, you still there?
Yes, I am.
I'm sorry. I don't know what happened.
Oh, that's okay. It's radio.
It's electronics. You got that right.
Gophers.
Anyway, just real briefly for Theo and Doug on the occupant of 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. People better realize that when the man opens his mouth, two things happen. One, a lie comes out, and two, our stock market goes down. He recently spoke to a union last week, I believe, and was spouting how his administration cut the deficit by $1.7 trillion, the most in the history of the United States. But what he failed to mention is the reason that it shrunk was because of the expiration of COVID relief.
Mm-hmm.
And the other part that he failed to mention is that what he has done in the past will actually increase the deficit by $1.5 trillion between this year and 2032. So I'm praying that Donald Trump does not run.
Yeah, me too.
That maybe, hopefully, Ron DeSantis does. One good choice in my mind, but they don't. No one ever seems to want to mention that the president lies. You know, remember when he said he was appointed to the Naval Academy in 1965?
I do.
And does everybody remember that you cannot get appointed to the Naval Academy?
He misspoke.
Yeah. Oh, of course he did. Of course he did. And of course, his press secretary said, I don't recall hearing him say that, but I'll have to go back and listen. She does a lot of listening because she never hears what her boss says. But anyway, just thought I'd throw that out there as it's getting closer and closer to, for some unknown reason, announce he's running again.
Maybe.
I hope. Hey, you know, there comes a time when we all have to retire.
Yep.
And I'm glad to see that some of the people in the House and the Congress are retiring.
Mm-hmm.
But I also want to say kudos, like you all did, to Mike Lazzara.
Oh God, yes.
He did a great job. He replied to me on a email, as did Phil Shepard. So we've got great representation from Onslow County, and I hope people keep that in mind.
Totally agree.
As things go forward, and just wanted to throw those two bits in, and I'm gonna not bother y'all for the rest of the day.
No bother at all, Chris. Thank you.
You take care.
All right, you too.
Bye now.
And we had some intruders still in
Yes.
here.
Well, one.
One.
The other one wanted to get a little feisty.
Yeah.
Make her voice be known.
Yep.
Hey, did you hear
Anyway.
about the United Airlines flight that was grounded for several hours in Vermont on Sunday?
No.
Somebody had found a note in the bathroom about a bomb being on board. Yep. They said they discovered a bomb threat in the plane's bathroom. Could you
bomb,
imagine being
obviously.
on a flight like that?
Yeah.
Whew.
Did they find it before they got in the air or after?
After they got in the air.
So they had to land.
Yes.
My.
Yes. A passenger had discovered a bomb threat in the plane's bathroom, is what it said. And it said it was approximately 20 minutes before flight crew 3613 out of Newark, New Jersey was scheduled to land. So somebody actually on the plane left a note.
You know what?
I think if they're able to trace it back,
I hope they do.
I hope so too.
Because when you start doing things like that, you create a whole big old mess. It's kind of like that idiot over the weekend late last week down in Wilmington at the airport there.
Yes. I had read about
when
that.
you start doing things like that, you're just asking for trouble.
Did
And
they ever find out why he did it?
Yeah, he told them.
What was the reason?
devil made me do it.
The devil made me do it. Oh gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Devil's been working overtime a lot lately.
Yep, he does. Or is it a she?
Hey.
I'm just asking.
Well, there is such a thing as a she-devil, so
Okay.
you never know.
Yeah, he didn't specify.
Make a woman mad, and we'll find out. We'll see.
A man convicted of killing a couple in Florida back in 1989. He's got a death wish. He's got a date next week with the chamber.
Oh.
He's scheduled to be executed next month, not next week, next month, after Ron DeSantis, the governor there, signed his death warrant yesterday. Louis Bernard Gaskin, he's now 56, was convicted of first-degree murder for killing Robert and Georgette Stumfells on December 20th, 1989, in their home in Flagler County. He was also convicted of armed robbery, burglary, and attempting to murder another couple who resided nearby that same night. Dubbed the Ninja Killer because he wore all black ninja clothing during his crimes, Gaskin shot his victims with a .22 caliber rifle.
Not good.
Items he stole from the Stumfells' home, a clock, 2 lamps, and a video cassette recorder, were found at his residence. This happened on December 20th. He intended to give the items to his girlfriend for Christmas.
What?
That's what he was doing. The reason he broke in, killed 2 people, because he needed gifts for Christmas for his girlfriend.
Oh my gosh.
He confessed to the crimes and told a psychologist ahead of his trial that he was aware of what he was doing, that he was not crazy. The guilt was always there, he said. The devil had more of a hold than God did. I knew I was wrong. I wasn't insane.
Once again, the devil did it.
In 1990, jurors voted 8-4 to recommend the death sentence, a sentence the judge accepted in those days. And now they have to have a unanimous decision by the jury to recommend death. You find you guilty, that's unanimous, and then they hold another hearing in the case of a death penalty, and then you have to be. All jurors have to agree. That wasn't the case in 1990. Just a majority.
What is the method of death and the death penalty in Florida?
Stick them to death.
Stick them? Oh, they get the stick, huh?
Yep.
They get the jab, as so many people have now used.
He has filed numerous appeals since his sentencing, but by 2020, the Florida Supreme Court and the U.S. Supreme Court had created a path for the death warrant to be signed. And it was done yesterday. His execution is April 12th at 6 p.m. That's according to the mayor's office. This would be the second execution in Florida this year after a pause on capital punishment dating back to 2019 has resumed. It will be the fourth under DeSantis, a much slower rate than was the case with other recent Florida governors. My.
Well, that's a sad story, though.
It's a sad story.
Innocent people, people, just living their life.
I'm like, break in just before Christmas and kill another couple.
Well, here's real important breaking news. And I know that you're going to like this because you used to talk about this individual all the time on the show, Jesse Smollett.
Oh, yeah.
It's being now said that his Hollywood career is over with.
Good.
He's trying to appeal his 2021 conviction.
Good luck.
For the hoax that he pulled off. But yes, he's Hollywood's telling him, thanks, we don't need you, go on.
Yeah.
I remember you used to talk about him all the time on the show.
He, he was just a pile of crap that for what he did.
Yes.
And the premeditated hoax that he pulled, using other people that he didn't think were going to rat him out, and they did.
All right. Well.
Duh. There is no honor among idiots.
Yeah. Whew. And how about that of Bruce Willis with his dementia? He's getting worse and worse each day. I just hate to see that. He's such a great actor. Loved all his Die Hard series.
So did I.
His non-Christmas movie Die Hard series. I know Robin's listening.
It was a Christmas movie.
Yeah. We'll still fight over that. We'll still continue to disagree.
Let's take a break. You're live and local Real Talk. Don't go away. If this computer works, we'll be right back.
We'll be good.
Your copy of Topsail Times newspaper this week? If not, did you know that Topsail Times is Topsail area's only local newspaper in print? Started a little over a year ago, we now have over 1,500 online subscribers and 5,000 printed copies that go out every 2 weeks. And we never charge our readers. Information should be free to our readers, and we stick by that. Looking for an idea for date night? Want to learn some local history? How about asking a veterinarian about your pet? These things and more are available in each copy of the Topsail Times newspaper. Want to get the word out about your business? We offer great rates for full-color ads, and the online paper version is always included for free. Need help designing the perfect ad? We can do that too. We're always looking for human interest stories, so start writing. And we love local photos too. Check out our website at topsailtimes.net, where you can find out where to pick up a copy or check out our latest publication online.
Good morning, you bad, beautiful bosses. This is Carrie Cobb, your boss mortgage broker from Empire Financial, NMLS 1987537.
And good morning, beautiful people. This is Donna Riggs, your local realtor, here with LPT Realty in Onslow County and the surrounding areas of North Carolina. Your boss tip for today is to stop renting and start owning, because now is the right time to buy a home. Contact our team and let us help you approach the home buying process the boss way by building opportunities through simple solutions.
Text or call your lender today at 910-3188 or your realtor at 910-340-0224. Empire Financial, NMLS 2108504. Equal opportunity employer and housing lender. Visit empirefi.com for terms and conditions. www.nmlsconsumeraccess.org.
Hello, shoppers. Take advantage of the following specials and many, many more at your locally owned and operated Piggly Wiggly store, where good things cost less. Down the street on Richlands Highway here in Jacksonville, and Main Street in Maysville. Half cut, bone in, ribeye loin is only $9.99 a pound. Quarter sliced pork loin, just $1.79 a pound. Whole smoked picnic is only $1.79 a pound. Fresh ground chuck, $3.39 a pound with a purchase of 10 pounds or more. Whole bone-in pork loin, just $1.39 a pound. Whole chickens, $1.49 a pound. And remember, the beef and pork is cut fresh every day by the butchers at your locally owned and operated Piggly Wiggly store, and they use only the finest certified Angus beef and Sanders' Farm chicken. Over in produce, 2 1-pound packages of fresh strawberries, just $5. Extra large red globe grapes or red or white seedless grapes are only $1.99 a pound. 2 pints of ruby grape tomatoes, just $4. Jumbo mangoes, you get 2 for $4. Washington State Granny Smith apples are only $1.99 a pound, and crisp and tender broccoli crowns are only $1.99 a pound. That's your locally owned and operated Piggly Wiggly store down the street, where good things cost less, on the Richlands Highway in Jacksonville and Main Street in Maysville. And you get 2 6-packs of Pepsi or Mountain Dew for just $8. Remember, save big with the pig.
It's live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
And we're back here. We got a little bit more time today. Got time for another call if you want to call.
Yes, we do.
Ring us up, 910-333-0139. 910-333-0139. There's a former Navy pilot. His name is Ryan Graves. He's calling on Congress to investigate unidentified aerial phenomena.
What?
UFOs.
Uh-oh.
In the skies above the United States. He spoke out on his firsthand experiences with the UFOs in an interview with Fox News Digital. Graves spent about 11 years in the Navy flying F-18s, an advanced fighter plane, and was also a flight instructor. However, throughout his career, he has yet to receive a definitive answer on a phenomenon that he and other members of his squadron have dealt with for years. While I was in the Navy, myself and others in my squadron had an experience that continues to this day, and at first was something that we didn't have a name for. At first, objects showed up as contacts on our radars, contacts on our camera system, until eventually, Graves said, we were seeing these with our eyeballs. 2 aircraft from my squadron were flying side by side, and one of these objects went right between the 2 aircraft. Graves said that his squad member described the object as a dark gray or black cube instead of a clear sphere. Graves called on Americans with preconceived notions about the so-called UFOs to come at the issue from a first principles approach. I think they need to separate the idea of something that's unknown from preconceived ideas like a UFO or ET hypothesis. We need to be able to agnostically as a media accept that there is uncertainty and look at it from a first principles approach. So, in other words, don't shoot it down because we don't know exactly what it is. If you just think it's going to be a flying saucer, he's saying it's probably not going to be just a flying saucer.
I wonder how many of our jet fighter pilots have witnessed something like that up in the skies.
We've heard of them for years and years and years. And, these guys are, they're not like the average Joe on the ground.
No, they're very conditioned for
looking
what they
up in
do.
the sky and
Right.
seeing things. They're up there in the sky and seeing things. So if they're seeing them, I read a report of a picture being taken of one. Don't know where it was or when, by a pilot. That will be
Well,
interesting.
Yes, I've seen some of those reports through the years.
Mhm.
Look, we had a truck driver in Arkansas out there on Route 187 the other day, had a ghost appear on his webcam out in the highway.
I saw that too.
I'm like, oh, yeah, I think I'd be hitting the brakes and turning around.
Hello, adorable.
Hey, good morning. Good morning.
How are you?
How are you today?
Doing fine, Bill. What's up?
I was just calling when I was listening to the different things about UFOs, etc. And whenever they have an airplane crash, like the FAA pieces together those planes to find out exactly what goes wrong, I still don't understand why they wouldn't shoot it down. And if you don't know what it is, you don't know what it is. But take it down and you can piece it together on the ground the way the FAA does just about every civilian aircraft, And it just hits me as maybe it's an experiment going on. Can you, see it on your radar? Can you track it? Can it evade you? I don't know. That's what it always makes me wonder if they're trying something new. That's some kind of invention that they're, that can it beat our aircraft, or can our aircraft still beat it, kind of thing. So it hits me as just weird where they couldn't shoot it down, piece it together on the ground,
Yeah, I'm not sure. These jets are flying, at like 0.6 to 0.8 Mach.
Yeah.
Close to the speed of sound. And it depends. If this thing is flying too at the same speed and just flying in between them, that means they're double speed. So closing speed. So I don't know that they'd have time to do it. And from some of the reports in the past, this is the past. These things would just fly up vertically all of a sudden and then just be gone.
Yeah.
Faster than you could probably get a bead on it.
Yeah, it does bring interest, so, but it still makes me that somebody on the ground here is making, and whatever it is,
Well,
it's a
let's
test.
just suppose this. Suppose it is not. Suppose it is somebody on the ground in the United States making them and testing them. I don't know.
Yeah.
But let's just suppose it's somebody. How about if we were in flying, had managed to get to Mars by now? We're not necessarily far ahead of all other living creatures out there in the universe. Where it is that we're probably behind them. But if we manage to fly over Mars, and then it's just because they haven't seen us up close and personal before, should the Martians just go out there willy-nilly and shoot us down?
Yeah. I guess I wouldn't want to be on a trip to Mars, but
no, I don't either.
It'll be especially get shot down by Martians once you're there.
Yeah. Now what?
So, not much to report from this end.
Yeah, there you go.
I wanted to, like how your radio waves and television waves and all that are projected more with electricity, and it's the more power you got, the more farther you can send, and it makes me wonder again if they're trying to do some kind of aircraft stuff running off of electric waves through the air itself,
RF, radio frequency waves.
Yeah, and use the electricity that's throughout the air as the propellant to make it go further, faster, almost instantaneous.
Probably are.
You can call California 3,000 miles away using SATCOM and have an instant response. It makes, again, the sound, the speed of sound is only whatever it is, 600 some miles per hour.
1,100 feet per second. But the speed of the radio waves you're talking about is 186,000 miles per second.
Yeah, that is speed of light.
Yep, that's the speed. That's what the speed of radio waves are too.
Yeah, and if it can move at that, be moved at that speed, people are working in that direction just to try and get projectiles to move the speed of light.
Well, they are doing that exactly. But here's the situation. It's called Beam Me Up, Scotty. It's been going around for a long time. We got to take a break, Bill. Thank you.
Yes, thanks, Bill.
You're live and local, Real Talk. Don't go. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry, where we love to make you smile. Now proud to be working with Drs. Kim and Tommy Morgan, formerly Morgan Family Dentistry. The Jacksonville and Richlands Morgan offices of Lane & Associates Family Dentistry blend latest technology with personal care and attention, so you have an amazing dental experience. The offices of Lane & Associates welcome all ages and accepts all major insurances, including military. Lane & Associates Family Dentistry has been serving the state of North Carolina for over 40 years, with 2 locations in Jacksonville, Richlands, and Maysville. Call for an appointment today at 77-LANE-DDS or online at lanedds.com. Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry.
Have you gotten your copy of Topsail Times newspaper this week? If not, did you know that Topsail Times is Topsail area's only local newspaper in print? Started a little over a year, 1,500 online subscribers, and 5,000 printed copies. every 2 weeks. And we never charge our readers. Information should be free to our readers, and we stick by that. Looking for an idea for date night? Want to learn some local history? How about asking a veterinarian about your pet? These things and more are available in each copy of the Topsail Times newspaper. Want to get the word out about your business? We offer a great online paper version is always included for free. Need help designing the perfect? We can do that too. We're always looking for human interest stories, so start writing. And we love local photos too. Check out our website at topsailtimes.net, where you can find out where to pick up a copy or check out our latest publication online.
Good morning, you bad, beautiful bosses. This is Carrie Cobb, mortgage broker from Empire Financial, NMLS 1987537.
And good morning, beautiful people. This is Donna Riggs, your local realtor, here with LPT Realty in Onslow County and the surrounding areas of North Carolina. Your boss tip for today is to stop renting and start owning, because now is the right time to buy a home. Contact our team and let us help you approach the home buying process the boss way by building opportunities through simple solutions.
Text or call your lender today at 910-382-2188 or your realtor at 910-340-0224. Empire Financial, NMLS 2108504. Equal opportunity employer and housing lender. Visit empirefi.com for terms and conditions. www.nmlsconsumeraccess.org.
Hello, shoppers. Take advantage of the following specials and many, many more at your locally owned and operated Piggly Wiggly store, where good things cost less. Down the street on Richlands Highway here in Jacksonville, and Main Street in Maysville. Half cut, bone in, ribeye loin is only $9.99 a pound. Quarter sliced pork loin, just $1.79 a pound. Whole smoked picnic is only $1.79 a pound. Fresh ground chuck, $3.39 a pound with a purchase of 10 pounds or more. Whole bone-in pork loin, just $1.39 a pound. Whole chickens, $1.49 a pound. And remember, the beef and pork is cut fresh every day by the butchers at your locally owned and operated Piggly Wiggly store, and they use only the finest certified Angus beef and Sanders' Farm chicken. Over in produce, 2 1-pound packages of fresh strawberries, just $5. Extra large red globe grapes or red or white seedless grapes are only $1.99 a pound. 2 pints of ruby grape tomatoes, just $4. Jumbo mangoes, you get 2 for $4. Washington State Granny Smith apples are only $1.99 a pound, and crisp and tender broccoli crowns are only $1.99 a pound. That's your locally owned and operated Piggly Wiggly store down the street, where good things cost less, on the Richlands Highway in Jacksonville and Main Street in Maysville. And you get 2 6-packs of Pepsi or Mountain Dew for just $8. Remember, save big with the pig.
It's live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
All right, we got a couple of 3 of our clients there. They got some extra stuff today.
Yes, they got a little extra punch.
A little bonus for you, but the computer, we couldn't read it. It's going weird. So
why that happens?
The infamous Wagner Group has found itself at the crosshairs of not only the Ukrainian army, but Russia's Ministry of Defense after its mercenary chief lost the trust of Russian President Vladimir Putin. This guy, I won't even try his name, Prigozhin, I think, once a top ally of Putin's, is fighting for the survival of his mercenary forces in eastern Ukraine as the fight for backbone continues to rage following months of intense warfare. I guess they got some little insurrections going on up there near the top of the food chain between Putin and this other mercenary group that he was using, this mercenary group, to help fight Ukraine, hoping that they could beat him.
Well, I hope he's got good bodyguards, because he's going to keep on, and that mercenary group may look for a way to take him out.
Well, that'll be his problem, not me a problem.
Yeah, but who would take over? Who would take over? What would happen then?
I don't know. Well, somebody's going to have to, because he's getting on an age.
Yes. And we hear his health is not well, but do we know that for a fact? No.
No, we do not.
As long as he can open his mouth and give orders, well.
All right, tomorrow we've got Dr. Rose. We'll be chatting with her about 7:30.
And we may be having another guest at 8 o'clock. I'm working on it right now, and I should know in a couple of hours. Thursday, I've got to confirm that, but we should have our lieutenant governor calling in at 8:05.
Good.
And Friday, we may have a special guest in here with us in the studio. So it's all shaping up to be a better week. It started off a little crazy, but you know what? We're crazy ourselves. So
What do you mean we?
yeah, we.
You ain't crazy. I'm crazy.
No, I'm crazy too.
Then we are crazy.
I'm tired today. Yesterday was an exhausting day.
Yeah. Well, grand total of an hour and a half worth of sleep last night.
Well, that's not good. That's not good at all. I slept good last night only because the dogs were knocked out cold with all the shots and stuff they got yesterday, tooth pulled. So
goodness gracious.
And don't ever take them both at the same time. I'll tell you what, that wore me out. They're little dogs, but it wore me out. Absolutely.
Need to get your dog wrangler to help.
I'm going to get one of those carriages you can put them in and zip it up and just wheel them around. Be a lot easier than me trying to hold both of them at the same time.
Grocery cart.
Yeah, I've done that before too, but I should have. It's a long story. It was crazy, and then things kept happening at the house. I got up to leave, and I noticed my flag was hanging by one grommet, just the top. So it's like flying in the wind. I said I'll fix it when I get back. And then I noticed my reef had fallen down, was laid up against the window. I think that was Jennifer sending me a message.
Yeah, time to get on over there and get that.
You need a new reef. Yes, yeah. I'm going to hopefully tomorrow to TLC and pick that up.
Okay.
But it was crazy.
All right, we'll be back tomorrow with all of that. And
yes,
I think I'm going to try to get a mouse pad too. So I believe Chris is right. I believe there's static electricity. Oh,
try that one.
Well, I'll try that one.
I think I have a few more at the house.
Okay.
Try one.
We'll give that a whirl. See what happens. All right. You're live and local, Real Talk, Freedom 97.1, 1120 a.m. WSME. We will see you tomorrow morning bright and early. Really early. It won't be bright, but we sign on anyway. It gets bright a little bit later on. Have a great rest of your day and be safe.
WSME, Camp Lejeune, W246CJ, Jacksonville.
Fox News, I'm Lillian Wu. A powerful winter storm is taking aim at New England.